Well, we are at our first stop today for our cruelty-free journey for makeup. So we're at Target, and I have my cruelty-free drugstore brand, which is Target and Walmart, makeup list in my the brands that sell cruelty-free stuff. So I'm going to go into Target, see which of the brands that they carry, and just look around, see what they got. And then, of course, I'm going to try to be a little bit thrifty because I'm afraid I'm going to come down home with like 2 or 3 foundations and primers. Who knows what I'm going to have. But anyway, let's go inside and see what they have. We'll take a little look around. We are in the cosmetic department right now in Target, and one of the brands that is on the list, sorry about the paper clipping, is this Sonia Kashi. And look at my favorite little thing when I go into the store. Clearance. So they have a bunch of clearance stuff. So, which is good for me since I'm just starting to try out their products. So I'm going to take a look and see what they have to do a little bit of shop. So, the clearance items in the Sonia Kashi department were my color, of course. It's not the way it always goes. But they still had a good selection. But the next little selection that I saw that was on our cruelty-free list was Physicians Formula. And none of this is on clearance. You can never look out that way, can you? But they have a pretty good selection that I'll be looking through next. So to recap, the cruelty-free companies that Target has are Physicians Formula, Wet n Wild, e.l.f. products, Sonia Kashi, a little bit of Burt's Bees products. So I just left Target and I did pick up a couple things, but I was really surprised that Target didn't have as a big a selection of the cruelty-free products as that I was hoping for. So I'm going up to Walmart next, and you know, their displays aren't as fancy as Target, but I think they might have a little bit better selection, and they've got a couple different product lines. I don't one is Flower, and I think, who is that by? Drew Barrymore, I think. So we're gonna go up to Walmart and see what they have for their cruelty-free and their selection. Okay, second stop today. We are at second stop for you. I've made some other ones. Second stop today for the cruelty-free makeup journey, and we are at Walmart now. I was kind of disappointed in Target. I thought they'd have a little more, but I think we'll have better luck here at Walmart. Oh Lord, get out the checkbook, right? So I'm gonna go on in Walmart and see what they got in here. We are in Walmart now, and hit the jackpot, just like I was hoping. And they've done a little bit of rearranging and some updating in Walmart in the makeup section since the last time I was here, which is really nice. So I'm standing in front of the brand Flower, which is Drew Barrymore's brand. So let's take a look and see what she's got here. Look at it. She has a large selection here. So this is what we have in Walmart. Flower brand, and that is Drew Barrymore. Very nice selection. I can't wait to look at all that Walmart stuff. Also has a very nice selection of Physicians Formula, which is also cruelty-free, because that's all we are shopping for today. They also carry the Hard Candy brand, Wet n Wild. That has a really big selection. Quite a bit of different things there. And I was hoping they also have e.l.f., which has a really large selection. Much larger than the selection that was over at Target, and a lot more diversified. Seems like they have a lot more products to choose from here. Nice line they have here. It's really nice. I like the packaging too. It's kind of looks a little more upscale than what I remember e.l.f. as being. I think this is their studio line, so it's a little bit nicer, and a little bit larger selection of foundations, which I am shopping for today. Lots and lots of stuff to go through. It's already like 4:30, but that's all right. I got lots of time. I'm just living at my house. I'll take whatever I want to do and just look around and get some stuff. And I know I'm going to come out of here with lots of stuff. I still haven't found a primer yet, and a concealer, and a foundation. So those are my things. I got some powders that I picked up at Target, which I will show you later. But I better get going because I got lots of stuff to pick up. Alright, since my primary goal today is for primers, foundations, and concealers, I thought I'd show you kind of a little section of each of these, and this is the hard candy selection. I got a nice little selection. There's the type I would need, color correcting for my redness, but they look like having a really nice selection here. And then here's some concealer selections that they have. I think they have like everything from like creams to sticks. And then here is their foundations. Kind of picked over a little bit today. And I usually use an ivory. So that's this shade right here. And I have to go through a lot because I don't want to, because the shade that I have right now matches perfectly. So I don't want to get something that looks orangey or doesn't look good. And here are the bronzers and trios of that. Here are the Wet n Wild selections of their concealers, and then their color corrector trio that looks kind of good with that. And then I only see one, but there might be missing some, but I only see one of the primers here. Some of their pressed powders, their foundation selection, and BB cream. That's the Fruity brand. So when I'm looking for my stuff, is I'm going to look for whatever I can find that matches my skin. Now we are in the e.l.f. brand, Studio Face. So here are the primers. They have a pretty nice selection. They're BB creams, and these are more of the full coverage foundations. So it kind of goes for the light one. You have to really look through here. And then their blushes and whatnot. The Physicians Formula section. And they don't have a very large selection of different liquid makeups, I'd say. Not a very good color range at all. And I'm looking for something really fair. These all look kind of too orangey for me. They have some that, oh, look at the promise there. Youthful wear, look 10 years younger. Well, I need that. If I buy that makeup, I'm sure. So they have a nice selection of stuff, but more of the mineral-based things. And I'm looking for either a cream or a heavy liquid foundation to really cover up my, because of my acne and all that type of stuff. So I like their brand so far, but they don't really have a large selection either for liquid foundations. Now I'm looking for by the Flower brand. And it seems I like their colors for the foundations seem to be a little more natural looking. And I'm kind of leaning towards, and it looks like their lightest one, because I'm always in ivory. I don't want anything that looks too muddy or brown. And they have good foundation sticks and stuff, so I'm thinking as of right now that I might come away with a Flower brand, a larger selection of colors that would meet my skin tone needs, and more concealer sticks. Just kind of have to look to see what they have for primers. I'm sure they're somewhere. I just have not found them yet.